Gauteng MEC for Roads and Transport, Kedibone Diale-Tlabela, has launched an Easter road safety campaign in the province. Now, this campaign creates awareness of the dangers of drunken driving, speeding, driver fatigue, pedestrian visibility, vehicle roadworthiness, and the use of seatbelts. Easter is notorious as one of the biggest seasons, among others, with people driving home or driving back home to be with their families. However, the roads can be dangerous because of reckless driving. Now, to talk more about the province's preparedness for high traffic volumes, we're joined now by Gauteng traffic spokesperson Sello Maremane. A very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. I mean, the Easter season is characterized by high traffic volumes, with motorists driving to various holiday destinations. Do you feel adequately prepared as the volumes start to heighten?
Good evening, members, as well as to the viewers. Yes, of course, we, as Gauteng Traffic Police and other law enforcement agencies, we are up and ready for any eventuality which might happen on our roads. That's why we have deployed our traffic officers as well as our police officials together with private security companies to ensure that our travelers are safe on the road. Of course, our message is clear to our road users to say, road safety begins with them. They don't need to see the presence of law enforcement officials before they can comply with the rules of the road. We are there to ensure that everyone else is safe. We are out in large numbers to ensure that our travelers are safe at all times.
Now, how effective would you say the collaborative, event is? I mean, with the different law enforcement coming together to ensure that the roads are indeed safe. How imperative is that role of collaboration?
Well, of course, it is very important. You'll understand that, for example, traffic officers are hired at all three levels of government: national, provincial, as well as municipalities. So in this case, collaborative efforts are so key to such an extent that if we, for an example, if we have a major incident on the road where a municipality is not able to cope with the current situation, we are then able to engage or rope in other municipalities as well as other provincial traffic officers to come and assist. So it is therefore very imperative that the principle of cooperative governance, we work together as all spheres of government, so that when we need capacity to be able to deal with a particular situation, we are there to assist one another.
Yeah. The N1, for one, has been experiencing a significant surge in traffic volumes as commuters make their way to destinations like Morea. What's the approach on the ground?
Well, I must say that at this stage, we know for a fact that many of these buses that will be taking their journey towards the N1 might be leaving, let's say, for an example, from 11 o'clock down towards tomorrow morning. So what we have tried to do as law enforcement officials, we have made sure that we have deployed law enforcement officials on the ground, and all the other emergency personnel are also on the ground to ensure that the free flowing of traffic. So at this stage, we just want to make sure that our roads are not impeded. If there is anything that may cause the road to be impeded, we have to make sure that at least the road is open on time so that there is free flow of traffic.
Yeah. A grim picture is painted by the terrifying numbers from the Easter weekend. If we take a look at stats, the country witnessed 335 road deaths over the weekend of the 2024 Easter, a sharp increase from 252 fatalities in 2023, which shows that an alarming 83 more lives were lost. What needs to happen to prevent fatalities?
Well, I must say to you that we still have a long way to go, because many of these road traffic crashes are attributed to human behavior, as opposed to things like roadworthiness of a vehicle or the road which was not in good shape. Of course, the majority of our road traffic crashes are caused by things such as pedestrians which are found loitering on a public road, as well as people driving under the influence of alcohol, overspeeding. I must tell you that just yesterday we've arrested a person who was doing 251 on the N4 just before Bronco sprays, which clearly shows that we have a problem in as far as human behavior is concerned. That is why we believe that the more traffic officers we can have on the ground to deal with the human behavior, the better it will be, because the majority of these road crashes are really caused by human behavior. So we are there as law enforcement officials to ensure that we have to force people to obey the law, unfortunately.
Yeah. With that, we know that MEC Kedibone Diale-Tlabela launched the Easter Road Safety Campaign in the province. What kind of impact do you want it to have?
Well, the impact that we really want to have in this regard is the fact that that's why our message is very clear to say, road safety begins with you. You don't need to see a police official in your presence before you can comply with the rules of the road. We all have the power, in fact, to beat road traffic crashes by simply complying with the rules of the road. We are there to assist our members of the public to ensure that they are safe wherever they are traveling. But it starts with them. They need to know that they must comply with the rules of the road. I mean, if a person can do 200 and something kilometers per hour, clearly you can see that we've got a problem in as far as the human behavior is concerned. One other thing that I really have to mention to our road users, they need to exercise patience, you know. We have seen stretch of road between Pumulani Plaza, the N1 Polokwane between Pumulani Plaza and Carousel Plaza was recording over 2,000 vehicles per hour, which was an indication to us that that road is very busy as we are talking to you now. So as motorists are approaching our toll gantries, they need to exercise patience. Some of our motorists tend to drive on the yellow lane, which constitute reckless and negligent driving. These are the kind of behavior that we do not want to see as law enforcement officials. So we preach compliance. The best way to deal with or to avoid rather road traffic crashes is to simply comply with the rules of the road.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for speaking to us this evening. Gauteng traffic spokesperson Sello Maremane urging motorists on the roads to be patient and comply with the rules of the road.